ladies. Welcome to another interesting and educating episode of Ladies Talk on Western Spring Television, a show created to talk about everything feminine. I am Tommy Trendy, and definitely I am also your host. Welcome to the show. Remember, you can catch previous episodes of this program on YouTube, Western Spring Television, and also you can watch us live on StarTimes Channel 190 DTT. And definitely I'm never alone in the studios. But before I talk about the other ones who are already used to this, my shine ladies, I think we need to start
like a club.
A club,
okay.
Yeah. I'll say shine ladies, people say progress. Well, I'd like to start with Lily. Definitely, this is our first time on the show, and we need to definitely bring her in first. How are you doing, Lily? It's so good to have you.
Doing great.
The lady in black.
Good to be here.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
And we definitely can't wait to hear from you, to know. We'll definitely learn from you as well. And the viewers at home can also wait to hear from you. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's move to Ajibi.
It's right. It's
How are you
right.
doing, Ajibs?
Very well, thank you. Welcome, Lily. Feels so good to have you. I call her the beautiful weirdo, though. She's really pretty and weird in a lot of ways. But welcome to the show. And yeah, I feel very good. How are you doing too?
Very well.
Alrighty.
Hey,
It's good to see you ladies again.
Good to
and
have
welcome,
you too.
Lily. Lily Fingers.
Thank
All right, let's delve into the main conversation for today. But before we do that, let's go for this quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Ladies Talk on Western Spring Television. A few days ago, which is last month, was May 28th, the world marked Menstrual Hygiene Day, a day set aside globally to promote safe menstruation, break the silence around periods, and advocate for a world where no girl or woman is held back because of her menstrual cycle, with a theme, period-friendly word. But beyond the campaigns and hashtags, many girls and women are struggling with a harsh reality. In Nigeria today, a pack of sanitary pad costs between 800 and 900 naira, depending on the store and depending on the brand. A teenage girl needs at least 8 to 10 pads every day, which means spending over 10,000 naira yearly on just the cheapest menstrual product. And where girls cannot afford sanitary pads, they end up using rags, toilet papers, and the likes. And this is discomfort, this is a shame for the women and the society generally. So today we are asking an important question. Should sanitary pads be free? Okay, we know about necessities in life. Yes, water is the basic necessity and electricity is also a basic necessity. A lot of people are saying, oh, government should make sanitary pad free for everyone. But do you feel it should be free as per its necessity, or is it something which a personal choice, something you should get for yourself? Ajibs.
I don't understand why sanitary pads should be free. Oh.
Really?
I tell you, when we were going to, I'm sorry, maybe I'm the one thinking like that, but why should sanitary pad be free? I mean, it's like telling couples, did the government have to pay couples to come together to raise children? I don't understand. Is the government involved in husband and wife doing the doables? Is the government responsible to pay school fees? I mean, aside going to like a government school or anything, when you go to take them to private schools, you tend to pay their school fees. So once you bring a child into the world, that child is your responsibility now.
Okay.
What has the government got to do with me being an adolescent and I'm growing into womanhood? These are things my parents should handle pending the time then I become, get to that stage where I tend to take care of myself.
Well, if you're talking like this, what about condoms? Condoms are free. You
Condoms
can just see them anywhere. You pick them, are free.
They are buying condoms now.
If you want to, because if you want to get it free, you know where to get it free. Some people
Okay,
get it free.
okay, fine. Condoms might be free, but I'm still telling you, people buy them.
Yes.
You can't totally get them free. A man that wants to do right now, you're telling me he's going to go to one state, what have you, just because he wants to pick up a condom. Come on, let's be practical here. Like, condoms are free, but still they are not free. People still buy them when they want to make use of them. Okay, and just the same way, pads shouldn't be free. I beg, once you become an adolescent, yeah, you're coming of age, you start seeing your menstruation and what have you. Please buy a pad
But
and
do
take
you,
care
do
of
you also
yourself.
know that menstruation starts for some kids around 10, 11?
Yes,
They are
right.
still in school.
Okay.
So how are they going to get it?
They've got parents, for crying out loud. Now, the only reason why I would say, okay, maybe the government can be like a bit involved in that is if probably these children are maybe a child that is incapable at the time. And when I say that, I mean probably in an orphanage home, they probably in an institution or somewhere whereby you don't have just parents or guardians to look out for you. Okay, now this can be alternable, like, oh, okay, they have it but in the real sense, come on, my child is not gonna start period. I say, oh, the government should be responsible to buy pass for such a child.
All right, I want to hear from
Lily.
Lily. I'm
know
waiting for who
that's
supports this. Because I'm supporting that it should be free.
Okay.
But I don't know if anyone would also agree with it. Lily.
I'll totally support for it to be free.
Okay.
I wouldn't want us to be talking from a place of what's it called now? Oh, I've forgotten the word. I say you have everything in this world.
Okay.
There are people, there are parents that growing up, they also were not opportuned to use these little things. So you expect such parents to still be able to afford, parent that is still striving to feed a child or children.
Okay.
Such parents will not have money. They would
even tell
the
you, I
least
don't
on
use
their
majority of my
mind.
time.
God bless
You
you.
cannot- you
The
definitely
least on
can
their
use it.
mind would be to buy pad. During my days, I used Ankara, pieces of Ankara.
I was
That's what
actually
my
shy.
parents.
I was actually shy.
we all-
Not like
we
I'm
all-
saying. I'm
we
saying
all
that's what the parents
alternated.
would say. My parents they were the ones that taught me how to use these
And cut
clothes,
them
pieces
into
of
pieces.
clothes,
And then
how
you
to
wash,
clean them.
Yes. And
So you
reuse.
expect such parents. Excuse me. You expect parents that use those things during their days to be able to afford. I think you can make it free for people who are not able to. Just as she cited cases of people still buy condom even when it's free. People that can afford it, let them buy. People that cannot, let them access the free ones.
Okay. Pinky, is it a personal responsibility or basic necessity?
Basic necessity.
My God, that jibs.
She's okay. I want to see who supporting this.
Okay, so Ajib brought up some very, very controversial points.
Okay.
And I'm thinking the government should be about every of your business. There are governments who pay for people to have children. There are governments who banned having children at first.
Yeah.
But now they are paying for parents to have kids. There are governments who pay parents, who support parents who have children. As many children as you have, there is a support they pay you for having those kids. Why? Because those kids are also entitled to the commonwealth of the nation. They are about every of your business because they should be about every of your business. And now we're talking about a basic thing. We are clamoring for free education, are we not?
Yes, we are.
People can decide to get education, but you cannot decide to have menstrual cycle. Everybody, as long as you're born female,
Yeah.
you will menstruate. It is not a decision. It is not a choice. As long as you're female, you will menstruate, except for exceptional cases where people have issues. So I'm saying that it can be a choice. And people have it terrible. I used tissue too. I didn't like it, but I had to. Because pad, as little as, what was it then? 120.
Yeah.
It was expensive. Yes.
Yeah.
And now we have people in today's world whose pads are what? Outrageous prices.
And it's so annoying. Not annoying.
I know
it's so
that
funny
you
that a lot
may
of people
still
go
get
long
there.
days, 7 days.
Yes. And you were even saying that maybe, you know that some people are that meticulous that a pack of pad cannot sustain them throughout the length of 7 days
7
or whatever
days
days.
cycle.
They will need to buy more because many people change. But
Yeah.
excuse you, many people use that one per day because they can't do
afford.
beyond that. That's the best they can do. So if you're now telling me that the government should not be about because they were not there when you were making the babies. No, now. These same children will still contribute to the quota that is our commonwealth. You have an entitlement to that pause.
Okay.
Please.
We need to watch this video. A few days ago, Mercy Johnson trended. She introduced period kits, and it was an outrageous amount. A lot of people condemned it. But let's hear from this woman regarding Mercy Johnson's part. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This video right now is from Mercy Johnson. I'm going to tag you. In a country where women are struggling already to get sanitary pads, you want to charge $25K for sanitary pads, something that is a necessity that young girls, teenage girls can't even they don't even have assistance. They're already putting pink tax to tax women for something that is a part of society. You go and create product that you're going to use to bleed people who are already struggling in the necessity because you just need the money so much. You would think someone of your caliber would work with companies to create affordable sanitary pads for women all over Nigeria. I hear you like to arrest people. Come find me. Find me.
All right, we've heard from her. And I want to throw this question to Ajib's because she said pads should not be free. 25K for pads. Can you afford it?
No, I cannot.
No, you can actually afford it.
I
but
cannot.
Is this something you would spend your money on?
25K for parts, no.
Okay.
And she, in fact, that coming from Mercy Johnson saying, okay, I think I ran into that like a couple of days ago. And the truth is, me personally, I was disappointed because I believe in this word that says, whatever that is worth doing at all is worth doing well. And now bringing me back to, for example, when we spoke about condoms being free, for instance, and I'm still telling you, like, in as much as it could be free, it is still not free because people still get to buy them. And just the same way I tell you, because we're in Nigeria, and I'll tell you, like, even if you say parts can be for free, some people will still not get them for free.
But if you're trying to compare pads and condoms, I can't remember how much they sell. Condoms,
I'm not comparing,
but I know it's
very
cheap.
I'm not comparing.
It's
I'm
very
just
cheap.
trying to bring them side by side
Okay.
because whether we like it or not, condoms has its own role to play for the male and the woman too. You know, just like we have female condoms here. So now the point that I'm trying to say is when I saw that video of Mrs. Johnson, I'm just like, oh, okay, fine. In the position at which where she is, I actually expected like, oh, okay, she'll be given back to the society with such initiative because she didn't do something edible. She went all out for pad, you know. So I kind of feel like, you know, no wonder they say women are the enemy of women though. Because in my head, the only thing that came into my head, in as much as I still don't support the fact that I understand life is hard, but providing parts for a girl child or for anyone who can access it, it's still not going to solve the whole problem. Maybe like a part of it though, but it's not going to solve all the problem in the world. But then she's selling her pad. I kind of felt like she could have done better. It should have been a way of giving back to the society.
Okay, but for more clarity, it is not just the pad. I think it's a kit. It's a pad where there's books for. It's actually for teenage girls. If you're just starting,
It's still outrageous.
Menstruation, the book,
To
wipes,
read and all.
pants, and the likes at 25K.
It is
and some people are
outrageous.
saying that maybe she has a target audience. Maybe it's not just for you. Maybe some people can actually afford it.
Definitely.
So, what exactly is the fuss about?
I want to jump to that. Okay, so like sometimes I say this, and I'm going to say it again. There is no way you want to spin this that it's going to make sense.
Yep.
It's not going to ever make sense. Let's just establish that fact. I wanted to say too that we could make up an argument for her, and you've said it already. That is the only part that is in that kit.
Yeah.
But then why make it so fancy? Something that is going to pack up debt from you.
And you
Why
throw
make
away.
it fancy, please? Is it by force for you to make pads? Because the idea now is you putting it in the minds of companies that they should be making
Follow you.
expensive pads. We don't want it expensive. We want the barest minimum, please. In fact, we don't want it fancy. Let it not be colored. Give us pads.
Should pads be
and
fancy?
let it be free and affordable, even if it will not be free.
It can be
Do
free.
you want to make
Let
it
be
subsidized?
affordable.
We are good.
Yes.
We are up for it. If you cannot make it free, but please don't make pads 25K. We don't even want to buy it for 1K. That's our highest currency. We want to see pads at as good or as low as 50 naira, 100 naira, and that's when our naira is okay again. We are still hoping for that. You have it good. Yes, you might have your challenges up there. Because at every level, you will have challenges. Why make something as basic and common to all human, just the way oxygen is, pad, common to all, female rather. Why segregate again? So, okay, so you're saying some target audience for pad.
Yes, I mean, if we can start doing
Is menstruation for target audience?
if we can start doing
Exactly.
The children of the rich and the poor, they have
all
the same
menstruate.
menstrual period. In fact, some are even dirtier
God.
as rich children than some other poor children. So why put segregation at that basic level again of menstruation? We don't want that class. Remove all the what's it called, stratas. Everybody is the same at depth, at the level of oxygen, and with pads. All females are one and the same. Please remove that segregation. We don't want, yes, this is for some target audience. Break it. And the government should be talking about people who make something as basic as pads very expensive. What's the book for? Are you not supposed to be sharing the books? I'm not being entitled.
Yeah, it should be free.
But if it will not be free or very subsidized, you should be breaking the market, not raising the bar. So if it will not be free, please remove it from our markets. We don't want it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Pinky. Let me move to Lily. And yes, we've spoken about the teenage girls and how they would be able to navigate their life through menstruation. Let's talk about an average woman now, because definitely we all are still menstruating. We've not reached the menopause stage yet. Looking at the amount of money we spend on pads, do you also feel it's too expensive? For me, it's expensive. There are times that I manage my pad, like
Yes, that's what I'm
I
saying.
cannot. Like, I'm even struggling to eat, then I'll have to spend money on pads. I
Because
have to
it's
pay
a
for
necessity.
substitute. What do you feel? Should as an average woman, how is it easy to cope with the amount of
It is not
pads?
easy. Using myself as an example. Okay, there's this product I use. It's like 25 in a pack,
Okay.
including
liners.
This liners.
liners.
Yeah. Don't
and
forget
that
her.
I try to manage so that it's enough for 3 months. So I know
Okay.
that's like 2.5 now. It's not 2.5.
Okay.
The last I checked
Imagine.
was 2.5 spread over 3 months. If I try to overuse, I know that in this following month I'll need to buy 25,000. Our minimum wage is how much? Sorry, 2,500. Our minimum wage is how much? 70,000. Remove that to 5. Something as basic as pad. Remove it from 70,000. How much is left for me to feed, to pay house rent
Rent.
from, to if
Logistics.
I have a
To change
child,
your wardrobe.
please, to make my hair, to buy clothes for myself. On top, how much? If there's anything the government can do, I'm a woman. I know I should be able to take care of myself, but it is hard. It's hard. It's hard.
God.
It's hard.
All right, dear viewers, we need to go on this quick break. We're still talking about pads and if they should be free or not, but we're delving into a different angle entirely. We're still talking about pads, but we'll be right back. You would know what we want to talk about. Stay with us.
Our comedy is winning fans globally, but we are losing our wildlife to illegal bushmeat, and this is not funny at all. If we continue this way, we will risk losing all our animals and leaving nothing behind for the generations to come. Tell your family and friends not to buy or sell illegal bushmeat, because protecting nature protects us all.
I am just too funny, and I have superpowers to bring extinct animals back to life. Okay, that's not true. But I do have the voice to save our remaining wildlife. We have only 400 elephants and 100 gorillas left. We can't afford to lose even a single one anymore. So let's work together to protect our natural heritage. Tell your family and friends not to buy illegal bushmeats like pangolins and crocodiles. Because poaching steals from us all.
All right, welcome back. The ladies are boiling. We're still talking about if sanitary pads should be free or not. So let's delve into something different. Now let's delve into workplace. For every work organization you enter, you go into the restroom, you see toilet papers. Toilet papers. It's free. You're not paying for it. But why can't we also find pads
Because
for
they're expensive.
women? Because they're expensive.
Because they're expensive.
Mind you,
Or because nobody is
Some
minding the
office
female
don't even
folk.
have the tissue.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Some.
struggle with tissue paper. Yeah.
Some don't. That's just a fact.
So you can't be. You
If
can't
you
find-
cannot afford
some
tissue,
don't even have a working restroom.
sis.
And that's what I was just saying. Nobody shares tissue, as small as tissue is, that you should
as
even manage
affordable.
it. And it's not even as affordable as it used to be.
Oh God.
I think we should even start. People should start sharing pads as souvenirs and patterns.
Yes,
You know,
those things will be
plastic,
appreciated.
Sponge and nah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about. You're still talking about menstruation, and you know when you're talking about menstruation, some men would say you're exaggerating with what you're going through. You're pain. You're complaining, and then in a country they've been given menstrual leave. Like every time you're your menstrual period in a month, once it's your period, you can go on a break.
in this country.
No, not here. Do you feel it's something? It should be a welcome development here in Nigeria.
I totally support. I totally support because, okay, I remember when I first started period, bruh. For the first 2 days, I can't go to school. The first time I had the most terrible experience with cramps was he met me at the assembly ground.
Oh my.
Thankfully, I was on Caddy. It was rainy season, so I had Caddy. I just removed that thing. I had to go
Menstruation
to
and rain.
principal's office to collect this exit, Kenny. It was as if a woman in labor contracting because obviously I was still young. Period was just starting for me.
Yeah.
I had to start taking medication. I went back home. My brother was like, hello, Shea, why are you back home? I said, how do I explain to my brother that it's period that is doing me? That made me leave school, come back home, and I have to take, there's this medication I take that, then sleep. Then when sometimes I throw up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was that bad. One met me, because I was still young, the last child, I sleep in my dad's room
Yeah.
on such occasions. So there was a particular night, it got so bad, I had, what's it called? Heartburn.
Okay.
My dad had to give me his own medication that he uses for heartburn for me to use so that I could sleep at least.
Wow.
I was having cramps, I was throwing up, I was having heartburn.
Oh my
I
God.
beg, who did I offend?
Mm.
So now imagine me still going through that same experience as an adult. Do you expect me to come to work, having cramps, having heartburn, still throwing up? How do I explain to my thank you?
effectively.
How do I explain to my boss that this is what I'm going through? For him to at least understand and maybe give me leave. Who would understand?
Well, that's another angle to it. I remember because of my kind of menstrual cramps as well, I used to pray that my menstruation would never clash with my exams.
Wow.
Because I knew at that point that I was going to have a carryover because I would not be able to make it to the exam hall. It was that bad. But I think one actually met me there. I struggled to write that paper. It was terrible. I used to have menstrual pains that all guys, everybody in my hostel
Knows.
will know that it was that period of the month. It was that shameful. It was terrible. So I hope to live to see the day where Nigeria will get there. But I don't know if we are there yet.
That you won't need to explain yourself too much.
Yes, you
Wow.
just say I need leave because it's that time of the month, and everybody would understand and just
Amen.
let you go. But
Wow.
I don't know,
Lucky me.
because even some people still struggle to get their maternity leave. I'm
Not to
sure,
mention,
let alone
Menstrual
menstrual
leave.
what? Oh, I beg.
Oh, Ajibs, what do you think is the problem here? Because growing up as well, I went to a girls' school, and I remember that they would always teach us. Some brands will come and give us free pads, and
Yes.
At
also
the time.
teach
A
us
particular brand, please.
Yeah. So I know of another school that whenever situations like that happen, they take the boys away and teach those just the girls. Do you feel boys should also be involved to learn about menstruation?
And I think that is where we got it wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
That is where that segregation
That
started
empathy
from. Thank
is
you.
not
That's the
there.
word.
Yes.
That
They
is
take it away
why
from
they don't
them.
have that. That is why these men
won't
That is why
understand.
the boys of those days, they grew up not to understand it when their women are in that time of the month when we need our men the
Yeah.
most, to show empathy, to be with us, like hold our hands and let us understand it's gonna be. That is why the bosses cannot think of fathoming the fact that these women should have menstrual leave.
There's some men that would tell you, I don't want to employ women because they will always come with excuses.
Yes.
Today I'm sick. Today.
Yeah.
That is where we got it
But they
wrong.
want to have
so I
them
kind of
as
feel like
well.
I kind of feel like the narrative can or should change now. Okay, whatever sex education is not just limited to the women alone, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that even when they want to have those talks with us, that time
It's just
it's just
ladies.
we?
Yeah.
And
Even when you're about to get married.
oh my
the
god, they
lesson
want to
still
it
stops
goes to the
on
women.
you.
What is it?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like this is actually like an eye opener. I mean, it's another century entirely, and I kind of feel like whatever is good for us women to girls, ladies, women to listen to. I think the boys to men too should be in the know. I think it makes us work more better, and it makes us come together as one.
Okay, I will throw this question to Lily, and that would be about relationship. Because I see a lot of people who are in a relationship, but whenever they're in their menstrual period, they get so cranky. Sometimes they use that as an excuse to misbehave. They get so rude.
Okay.
And some men will say, regardless of whatever you're going through, maintain yourself. Don't talk to me anyhow.
Tease.
But is it possible? Because yes, there's sometimes that I feel like. So do you feel that there's any reason for you to be aggressive whenever you're in your period? Now imagine what you shared with us. Now imagine someone trying to. How will you react to it?
Being in pain.
I'm going to speak for myself.
Yeah,
It's not something you can help. It's the hormones.
definitely.
Let's not commonize it as women have come again with their hormonal. It's just the hormones. You cannot expect me to be going through that kind of pain and not be cranky.
Fair enough.
I'm cramping. My head is doing rishi. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to suppress pain. I will be cranky. So I think the onus lies on the guy in the relationship to understand his girlfriend, to know, okay, this is how she behaves. It's all about self-awareness now. This is how she behaves when she's on her period. Let her- Yes, it's not an excuse for female to misbehave. Some of us overdo these things. Yes.
Yeah.
But it still does not mean that we should not accept that people go through these things.
Like it's happening.
Yes. We
It's
cannot deny
real.
it. We cannot look away from it. It's real. Let me not use myself as an example, I beg.
Okay. All right. We're still talking about menstrual pain. No, menstruation, menstrual cycle, and sanitary pads. So let's talk about. Let me bring Ajibs in now. You have teenage, maybe just one.
I've got to.
Like teenage girls. There's one who's very little, and there's one who is
she's not a
almost.
teenage
She's
yet.
not
She's
a
still a
teenage
baby.
yet.
actually.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Enjoy.
God.
Don't want her to
All
grow up
right.
so fast.
All right. What age? I know. I don't know. Maybe you're already doing that already, talking to your kids about periods and what they should look forward to. But what age is the appropriate time to talk about periods to your girl child?
Now, to me, there is no age that is too early for me, though, because they're even they're aware more than we can ever imagine. Okay. So in my own case, I mean, my eldest is she's 7, and she already knows there is this time of the month when mommy put this pad, you know, in right there.
Pampers.
You get
they
it.
might
Adult
call it-
pampers.
Close it diaper.
Adult diaper. Adult diaper. Thank you. Mommy is wearing diaper. I said yes. And by the time you are getting up to the stage of mommy, because I don't want
wearing
to.
the
I don't
adult
want to tell
diaper.
her. Maybe when you get to secondary, no. Just understand. By the time you get to mommy stage, you're going to start having this come out. So I kind of feel like there's no point. You know, those days I never saw my mom seeing her period.
Yeah.
They kept it. My mom kept it hidden from me. I did not know. I didn't have an idea. You know, in fact, I would tell you solely like the first time I wore a bra. You know, what I got was otigomu aswe. Like, and I asked myself, I busted into tears. Like, is it my fault that I grew them and I needed to pack them with bra, you know? So I kind of feel like it didn't really help us. It didn't. Let me speak for myself. It didn't really help me, like in a lot of ways. I was so scared of so many things. Okay, in fact, there were times when I wouldn't have pad growing up, and I would alternate just because I was so scared. So, but now it is never too early to train that your girl child. Like at some point, you're gonna have to wear adult diaper, you know, and you got to clean up and pack up. So yeah.
All right, Pinky, you have a girl child, so I want to hear from you.
I remember when I started my period. It was during summer lesson.
God, I beg.
Don't worry, she's right here.
And the funny thing, the twist is that the girl sitting right beside me in class, it was my school, it wasn't another school. She saw her period just some minutes ago.
Okay.
Then they all like flanked her and, you know, took her out, kind of. Then it was break. I don't really like to go out to play.
Okay.
I was writing on the board. I was just trying to play. There was this guy seated at the corner at the back. He just sat there. I don't think he was a member of my school normally, so he just joined us for the lesson. And I was just writing, but I noticed that the guy was just looking straight up ahead. Unbeknownst to me, that myself and that girl was not the only one who saw her period. I was stained all through the whole
Bluetooth
process.
stain.
Oh my
Blood.
goodness.
And I was just there. At the point where I was getting to know, I think someone pointed it out to me eventually. And I said, oh, I must have sat on I don't want to mention her name. I must have sat on a chair. You get that kind of thing. But then it didn't really feel like I sat on any chair. It felt so terrible. I was ashamed. Eventually, when I knew the whole picture of things, I think someone gave me cardigan to wrap around my waist. Somehow, I just made it home. But that experience lives with me till tomorrow.
I can imagine.
I can't take it off. I can't shake it off. So my point is, I don't want my child to ever have to live through that experience where she's stained and she is left helpless. So, point is, there is no time too early, and it's not so much about just telling them that this will come. It's about also preparing. At what point you should know at that point where you start prepping them by putting a pad in their bags so that they are prepared that when that comes, they know what to do. You give them pads, at least a panty liner, which is not the best anyway, but let
For
pad
starters.
be in your child's bag, your female's bag, because she's already a teenager. Even if she may not even be a teenager. People
Some start
get it as
12.
early as 10,
Early
10,
actually,
even 9.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that early. And so let it be in their bags as early as possible, even if it's just one. And let there be panties as well so they can change. That's just
If
it.
anything
I
goes
don't
wrong.
want my child or any other person to ever have to live through that shame. It can be shameful. You will come to school and you know school. They bully you on the very little things, let alone something as shameful as that. It's not for anyone to
I
go
think
through.
sometimes, I'm sometimes grateful that I did not
Experience.
learn with boys. You're with girls, it's a different experience. I love the fact that I did not spend my secondary school days with boys because I know I get bullied on a normal day, maybe skinny. Now imagine now getting that from guys.
Yeah,
no,
that would have
it
been
drain me.
terrible.
You want to say something?
Okay, so I wanted to add that parents should not also wait for school to do the tutoring for you.
I got mine from school.
Wait.
My mom didn't say anything.
I did not get mine from school. I did not get mine from home.
The street.
It's when she cited the example of when you started your first period. Mine met me at home.
Okay.
And I was given a pad, handed a pad. Oh yeah, we were not to do brain, you go and do this. Sisters, ask me how I wore this pad. What did you do?
You were not taught how to use it?
So the sticky parts are supposed to stay. Please don't laugh. They're supposed to stay on the pad, like stick to the pants. It was sticky to you. I was like, this thing is sticky to me. I called my sister. God. I'm so sorry, I'm laughing too hard. My sister was like, what's happened to you?
Things are
The
not
way I
funny.
was moving. Like, I think I did this thing the wrong way. How do you do it? She now took me to the room. So it was at that point that it dawned on me that, okay, we did biology in school. We did home economics in school. So in all of these classes,
No one mentioned.
no one mentioned.
Thank
No
God for
one.
that
Yeah.
particular
No
brand
one.
of pad
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
going to schools
Yeah.
to
At the time.
educate
At the
Yeah.
time.
people who are just reached puberty,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's true.
teenagers, on how to. Thank God for brands like that.
And then
But that particular
on those
brand,
brands you see not for sale.
Yeah,
Not for
that's
sale.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. At the time.
All right, before we end this conversation, I know we have a lot of let's say instrument or materials we use for periods. We used some people use it tampons, some people use menstrual
Yeah.
cups, some people use pads. So I want to know who you're rooting for. Are you
Pads,
on team
please,
pads?
regular.
Are we on team
I
pads?
can imagine.
Please, the
No.
regular parts now.
Do we all use pads?
I use
All
pad, I know.
tampons,
I
The
use
one
that.
that
I don't think
we-
I can ever
I'm trying
get
to-
over
I'm
the
trying to
idea of
use-
sticking something.
I
in
can't
the
do
pad.
that.
But some people
Please.
say menstrual cups are very comfortable. Like
They say
Cup,
so, but I've never
but
tried
no.
it. I don't think
yeah,
I
like
want to
cup,
try it.
just
I've
to
never
start
tried it.
It's a plastic or rock.
no, I think
It's
silicone.
rubber.
Yeah, rubber.
No, I've always
I can't
preferred
use
the regular,
anything
like,
outside of that.
Otuwalati
I've not even seen those other ones.
How do you... Let's not even go there, please.
All right, and
Is
lastly,
are
okay.
you using parts because they're hands-on, I mean, or because you can't conceive the idea of using any other?
No, I don't get.
Are you using
She's
pads
asking why you're using
because
pads.
they're why do you use
No, they're
pads?
comfy. For me,
Can you imagine using any other?
no.
I've been using that
some,
since.
but some prefer these cups
Yeah.
because you don't have to get in contact with the.
And you don't even need to buy another one. You can always
Yes.
pour,
How
wash,
do you use
reuse.
pads?
I'm
I don't
not-
understand. Can you still walk free?
I think they do.
Where do you put it?
In the now.
You're saying this because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've heard people talk about it,
seen
and
it.
they say it's very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe
I
we should
just
go out
use it
sometime.
Like a
to-
small cup, like a small cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just put it in.
And
Yeah.
can it hold the quantity?
No, what
Yes.
if what if it disappeared inside?
No, it doesn't.
No.
dispose it something?
Anyways, we are done talking about sanitary pads, but we hope the government are listening and they'll do what's right. We want it to be free. Even if it's not going to be free, please subsidize these things. Let them be-
Thank
let
you.
them-
I'd like
Ew.
to
let
ask
them
her,
share.
James, do you still hold the idea that it shouldn't be free?
I just want it. It might not be as expensive, but if you think parts are going to be free in our Nigeria of today, well,
But
your guess is
if,
as
if
good
we
as
have
mine.
pads that have been sold for 2.5 now, imagine when your daughters are now, 5K, 10K.
You see, in as much as I am in Nigeria and I'm still here, one thing I just keep praying is I just pray I can afford the basic things I need,
Yeah.
and that is all I can say.
All right. And we also pray we are able to also afford basic things as well. All right, let's move to what's trending. There's this video of Shafi Bello. I don't know if you've seen it, where I think some people saying that, or maybe you misconstrued what she said. She didn't mean it that way. She was talking about prostitution, and if you want to do it well, like she said. But let's hear from her. We'll be right back.
that needs to hear that the seeds that you sow matters. That needs to hear, no, you don't have to show your boobs to be sexy. That needs to hear, no, you don't have to shake your bum bum to go viral or get attention. And if what you're doing now is being a runs girl to make money, you don't have to stay there. I understand it. I understand it. I'm not knocking you. I never judge. Oh, if you go be a show, do I'm going. Yes, share. Do it well. Do it with respect and
your
dignity.
full chest.
Yeah, with your full chest. However, don't stay there. Don't stay there, darling. If that's what you have to do right now, if that's what you have to do to make a living, some girls are doing it because they need to feed mom. They need to send their aburo to school. I understand it. However, my darlings, don't stay there. Don't stay there. You are more.
Woman's silent for that statement. I don't know what to say. I think I was a little bit surprised and maybe shocked with that statement coming from her. I wasn't expecting nothing from a mother, not from a mother. But let me hear from you, ladies. Ajibs.
Why me? Okay, concerning, let me just say the way I read it. You see, experience is the best teacher. And some women coming from Shafi below, like a woman like her, some of them have had to experience things that they do not want their children to have to deal with.
Okay.
Some things women have gone through, they're not proud of them, but they had to live through it based on one or two. Now, I want to see this coming from a woman who has seen it all. Maybe she had a share, maybe not. But the fact that she kept emphasizing on it, do what you have to do, but do it well. Don't stay there. It's like she telling you, it's like saying, I have been there, but I didn't stay there. It's like I did what I needed to do at the time, but now I've evolved. I'm not there anymore. So I'm just going to say this. I think women, we have done some things that we are not proud of. We don't want our children to get in there, but you just got to do what you got to do so your children don't do the things that you had to do. My take.
Okay.
I agree with that, Jibs.
Okay.
Yeah. Point being, at every point in life, every woman, I don't want to talk about men, every woman has had to do something that you're not proud of.
That's right.
And it may not be that you did something you're not proud of. Every woman has had to make a choice, and it's not all of your choices that you can. You're living with the choices that you've made, and they may not be palatable. Am I a Christian? Yes. Will I do that? I don't think so. But as unbelievable as it may sound, that, without having to mention what it is, may be the only choice a woman at some point may ever have to make. Believe it or not. The fact that you've not been in some corners or some situations will leave you the opportunity to condemn or to target some people. In the Bible, there was that prostitute too. And Jesus said, he who is without sin should cast the first stone. This
That's
is
right.
not having to preach. This is to tell you that there are situations in life, pray that you're never in that. So I'm not also going to, so you may not be listening to it with the filter that you're supposed to listen to it with. You're thinking it from the angle of your religious standpoint. It's fine. Hold on to it. But that's a person. She's not I don't think, from what we all heard, she was not encouraging prostitution.
no.
She said, and that's it. What you're doing now, whatever your hands find to do, are you not supposed to do it well? Do it well quickly and get out of that. Do not stay there.
Can we
I
say
see it
the
as
same
something that
thing
is coming out.
with armed robbery? Stealing.
Some people do it, don't they? And then they did it.
So they should.
Yeah, no. Is it something if you're caught in it, if Nigeria criminalizes prostitution today, you will bear the brunt. I said it before. You will live with the consequences of your actions. Be that as it may, some people find no other choice. Now, the same thing, some people will come again, the way you said armed robbery. Let's move from there. terrorists, bandits,
Kidnapping.
insurgents, kidnappers, blah, blah, blah. Evans is living with the consequences of his actions. So if you are caught, you will dance to it by yourself, all alone, with your crew members. That's not to say that you may not have been pushed into that. When you hear some of these armed robbers' points, some of them had dreams like you and I. They wanted to be doctors. Was that not the case of, I think they say Manene or whoever no. It was the Oyewusi. Yeah. At least from the movie that we watched, he wanted to be a doctor. He even was a doctor from that movie. But he was a thief. Eventually, he left that profession and moved into full armed robbery. But you will live with the consequences of your actions, whether you were pushed into it, whether circumstances of life pushed you to it, or whatever. Yeah.
Lily.
So, coming back to what Shafi Bello said, she should not be castigated the way people are doing. She is not, I don't think, from what I heard and watched, she was not encouraging prostitution, even though there are some tough things to say. And these people too, they need encouragement. Don't they? Are they not human beings?
Isn't it funny how
Do you
people
look
come to-
at them any lesser than you? Yes, they may not be, many of them are proud. They want to remain there. Yes, many of them don't want to remain there. All they want is to do it for that little time, that little window,
And
so
get
that
out
they
of
can
there.
pay their school fees. You don't know their story, so don't judge
That's
them.
right.
All right, Lily.
I think the only issue I have with that statement, with everything she said, is the part where she said,
Do it well.
do it well. I get the point that she's trying not to be judgmental. She's trying to preach to whoever is into whatever to do whatever they need to do and get out. But when you're saying whatever you're doing now, do it well and get out of it. The part where you said do it well, you're encouraging them that what they are doing is good and that they should continue.
No,
I
I
think she
think
could
what she
have-
meant about doing it well, which is not to say I'm holding brief for her.
Okay.
The part about doing it well is do it with packaging. I don't know if
There's
that's
no
the
way
thing.
you
There
do
is
it
a
well
way.
with
I think there is a
packaging.
way you
The
can.
truth, there's no way she would have made that statement and it would sit right with everybody.
Yes.
There is no way she could have made it sound right in the ears of anybody. But
I
at the
think
end of the
it's
day,
don't be a nuisance everywhere. Just you can be. Do you know that some people are prostitutes and they live right beside you and you never know? You never will know.
But they are ruining other people's homes.
It is
ruining-
true.
That is topic for another day. Ruining,
But
they're
do
not
you
being
also know
ruined.
that I'm sure that there are
Yeah.
some people who have the principle that they will never sleep
God.
with a married woman. I mean, a married man.
They-
They may not know.
They're not ready for this
But what I'm
conversation.
saying, yes, we are not really ready for this conversation
We are
because
not.
it will look like somebody is making a case for them or trying to defend them. I'm not ever going to defend, or no, I'm not ever going to support it. If I know you are doing it, I will find a way to try to talk you out of it and help you if there is a means. But my point is that can there be genuine reasons why people are pushed into it? There are. We all know this.
Definitely.
So why are we all out there now not thinking deeply?
So because Shafi Bello said it now, all of
Because
a sudden
it is
she's
a Shafi Bello that is
so
saying
all of a
it.
sudden it's a bad thing.
It's
A
a
lot
bad
of
thing.
people even do it and they feel like I'm not a prostitute, but they are worse than prostitute.
Yeah.
The things they do behind closed doors
Yeah.
is worse than that person out there who's oh please you're
But
not
let's,
ready
let's
for
also
that
think about
convo.
it this way. Imagine a 15-year-old watching that video.
Right.
What message is she trying to
Right. From a mother.
from a mother?
A 15-year-old.
She might not even want to do it, but she'll be like, oh, this is a normal thing. You can do it. Just do it well.
And she's even
Let's-
encouraging people to do it well.
Let everybody just play their role, please. Parents, train your children. I mean,
so-
let everybody play their role very well. Let's not try to.
When the Shafi Bello become your daughter's
Ah,
mentor,
God.
role model, or how would I put it?
We all
At
know how
direct
social media
teacher.
works these days.
Hmm?
We know.
Let everybody just play their roles.
That's why.
Well, yes.
How
a
is your
mother-
daughter getting to watch it too?
Yeah, you know, it's like that particular.
That's not
story.
a PG-rated show. I don't think
It's
it
not.
is.
It's for
Uh-huh.
everybody.
Oh, it's not PG rated, but you know that they talk adult stuff there.
Yeah.
So
they
why
do
is your
too.
daughter not watching it? The question is not PG rated, but they talk adult stuff because it's adults that are taking there. I don't think kids are taking there, except maybe Children's Day. So why is your child watching it?
These children are exposed even without listening
Listening
to
to that,
Shafi
do you even
said.
know what they do
Oh,
apart from
please,
Shafi?
let's not
Please
do
don't
this.
pin
Let's
it on
not- let's
Shafi.
do
If your
that.
children are not
But
well
we
brought up,
just spoke about
it's not
children
Shafi.
now. Even youth. will watch it and say, okay, this
And
is it.
you
They
don't
have
watch
a
it
mind
that
of they have
and
a
doesn't have a good understanding
Oh
of what she has
God,
said.
we are not
You
ready.
shouldn't be watching things. Just stick to your home movies, to your home whatever.
Anyways, we will definitely see things from different angle. I am
Yeah.
not in support of what she said.
Yeah.
okay.
Even if you have to do some things to make it, you don't still have to come out publicly to give
Okay,
assent
so
to
The
it.
truth
where
is-
do we begin to
The,
say these things?
the truth is, I would have preferred her to just say it, probably like in the comfort of her room, saying it to a
Yeah.
particular girl, like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to do, please do it right.
Yeah.
But because she came on social media now, she's the bad
Just
cop.
the way people are making a case for
Whoever
Mercy
said
Johnson.
she's a bad person.
It's not for everybody.
Bad
What
cop.
she said, she wasn't speaking to everybody.
She wasn't.
She's speaking to that prostitute somewhere in the corner of her room, crying after doing
I
prostitution.
totally agree with
Yeah,
you.
so it's not for you. Every time a person speaks, try to filter the things that are useless to you and take home only those things that
That
are
is-
useful to
that
you.
is good for
That's
you.
what's there.
I agree. girl.
Okay, definitely. I'm so glad that you guys spoke about it. And I also need to talk about the menstruation conversation. I'm so glad you guys went deeply to share your experience about it. And this is something you should not be shy about. Even boys, men, please encourage women whenever we are going through. Yes, get involved. Buy parts for your girlfriend, buy for your wife. Just be part of the process. Some men will see blood. Be like, yeah, they will see you on your period and they'll see blood and you'll start saying,
Yeah.
please get used to these things. You don't have a choice. We just have to go through it. It's
It's our
normal.
DNA.
Anyways, we need to go. Thank you all for being a part of our show this evening. Remember, we're back another time on Western Spring Television. We're back with a Jeeves, a Pinky, maybe Maza Queen, maybe Lily, anybody you see, or maybe Jew Baby, definitely. My name is Tommy Trendy. Do well to enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.